I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero, get my baby 30,000.
Stop, 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 stop. Coco, stop. What was that? What was that? Don't look at me like that.
How could I forget that you done done for me? Baby, gonna take the charge and take the fall from me. Would love to take you shopping, but I'm in your tones. Saw a little mama, I can give you more. Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind.
Too much on my mind right now. Right now, Rico, probably not. Yeah, right now, probably not.
When you coming back, where's you at on the map? Everything is intact, could have been a seamstress, still wouldn't cut him slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue, itty bitty piggyback off everything I do. But I'm still dropping. Got him looking like James Harden at the awards. Back to you, I'm so into you. For real, bread, like I'm kin to you. If you a 10, I add 10 to you. They be mad when I 10 to you. That's what the bay like. Call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These, I sun them like it's daylight. These wanna know what it's like. What it's like, yo, what it's like, yo. They wanna know what it's like, yo. All this ice is like snow. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo. Pretty, pretty, please, baby, won't you pop this for me?
I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero, get my baby 30,000. Buy for me. Buy for me, yeah. Buy for me. Buy for me, yeah. Buy for me. Buy for me, yeah. Buy for me. Buy for me, yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah.
For real, for real. For real, for real.
I'm in the
real.
I'm about my check for real.
Hey.
My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. With the paper, see them.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it.
Look at this stadium.
This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up
In Las Vegas, Nevada.
Texans and our home team.
Oh, y'all just gonna call us the home team? Y'all ain't gonna.
It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Y'all ain't gonna say nothing else. Y'all just gonna call us the home team. That's how y'all gonna do us. It's mad quiet in this whole week. We got some fringe fans that don't want to really. I mean, I know the offense on the field, but come on now. Them boys hella quiet.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
I got so much from my
It's a
mind
pickup
right
of 4, and it'll
now.
bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there to Raider first. Throwing on first down is Carr. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant.
I don't understand the point of jump opening and closing the line. I don't understand that.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Carr now on first down. And Cook has it left side. A very solid gain of 27. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now Bell. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines have to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll give it to him up the middle.
He took too long to get there.
Quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I promise you, if he got there when he was supposed to, if he got there when he was supposed to, I would have got through. Excuse me.
Now Carr. And this is Carr. It's Cooper.
Good shit.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
All about my mind right now.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Down, black 22.
Thank you.
22.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Richmond.
Watch for the toss.
On second down, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Coleman now. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Come back. Green 39.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
Close the door on him.
Outside him, he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. But it was a chip shot.
I only got one loss in this league.
Go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal. Maybe the offense not.
But this dude undefeated.
It's a balancing act this year, because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
That's my fault.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra deep. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. I ain't mad at you. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
you got an all-out blitz to stop me.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a play fake. Carr. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Whitney Merciless.
Good job.
There to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant.
I was trying to get it to him sooner to try to spin, because I get that spin, we off to the races.
It's 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available.
Damn, I thought I kicked that further than that.
On the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
I thought I kicked it further than that.
Get it up past the 45. And now out comes Houston. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Able to spin free.
That's my fault.
Touchdown, Houston.
We shifted everybody out of position. That's on me.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I'm not even tripping. But we're not going to have this. You keep shifting line to line to try to get a glitchy snap. We're not going to keep having that.
Deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, it's Carr. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down.
I knew I was going to get one of them. I was really supposed to tap it once, but I tapped it twice.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a first down carry by Bell. And
probably a blitz.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Yep. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Because I think he know without a blitz, he don't have a run defense. And I'm like, you got J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney on the line.
Against the run, but it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Give me my, thank you.
On second down, it's Bell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that.
Damn, I forgot to change that play.
They pick up another first down with that run.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And this is going to result in losing yardage.
I forgot to change that play.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
I was like, yeah, I forgot to change that play.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll get it up the middle.
I know that was a blitz.
And it's 3rd down.
Told you. He ain't got nothing else but blitzes.
Mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game
which one do I want to use?
Down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
I got one. We just got to get to the line.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by
we driving
is good. And they'll get it back within a point
just
at 7-6.
Stay the course.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late,
they're not going to be able to have us kick field goals all game. Eventually, the ball going to break.
Houston, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house.
Eventually, the ball will break.
They're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe
the
34.
We got to get people in the box.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Coleman.
He ran away from me because he know I'm going to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Richmond. Down. Green the line. Green the line. Tiger.
Watson on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And
you didn't even try to look for a pass. You just automatically ran.
More on that one and another 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey. Got 3 down. Black 99 Philly.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to the booth right after this.
I got so much on my mind right now.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Richmond.
To throw on second down. Watson going deep for Hopkins.
Good touchdown.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Now Carr throwing on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
7:34.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
808.
From the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Oh, excuse me.
On first down, Carr going up top. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Derek Carr, as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than
right?
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson.
Wow, good catch.
Look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They begin the drive with Coleman. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Watson. Going deep.
Wow, how the fuck he keep getting open?
Oh, my goodness. He pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown.
How the fuck he keep getting open on post routes?
And the Texans will add on to their lead.
I don't even know what my safety was on that.
Point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I'm like, where the hell is the safety,
getting
man?
ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want.
And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people.
The ball comes out, and the Texans say they have it. They do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it.
Thank you.
All the time, you would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
I thought he was down, but it's Madden.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Carr. Cooper's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This fielded at the 2. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Black 22! Black 22!
To throw is Watson on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And spins away. And he will return this one to
You had your fullback open in the flat, but you was determined to throw that.
It's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football.
You had your fullback. He was butt naked.
And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Fullback was butt naked.
Yeah, 98's down. 58-98.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. A screen to Bell.
Come on, block
He's gonna
him.
lose yardage
Shit.
and backed up to the 25. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And some room to maneuver. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the 1st.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Avid.
Oh my God, block! Shit!
Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there.
Just run right past him, man. Block.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Throw left side complete. It's Bryant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second
He just abused my tackle, but he all out run blitzing. So
last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him.
Y'all got to know he coming.
Scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line.
I'll take it.
A big play that time for the Raiders.
I will take it.
Even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
6-18.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And he's going to go down. The Texans.
I thought he was going to try to bluff blitz me. He actually brought the heat. So.
He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7
excuse me.
on the year.
I thought he was going to try to bluff blitz me, but he actually brought the heat. So.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, 7:34.
Here's Carr to throw. And this is Clark. It's Cooper. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the.
I promise you, you can bail out all day you want to. That's not going to help.
15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And that is incomplete.
That's some bullshit.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards.
I've seen that play 4 times, and because we have to run man sometimes, it's like
game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Black 22! Black 22!
Back live here now in Salt Lake City. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come back, come back! Richmond!
Here's Watson on 1st and 10. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Richmond!
They will run again with Coleman.
Yes, bogus.
The ball
they bailed us out.
Shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul searching on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Bell.
Oh, my God. Come on. What the fizzle?
2nd down.
Oh, my goodness.
Extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though?
We can't get out of our way. I don't know what's wrong with my offensive line today. It's almost like they just hella scared of them.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep.
Yeah, good pick.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham.
Good pick.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Down! Black 22! Black 22!
Here's Watson now on second down. And that is incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Here's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And his guys are going to take over at the
I doubled him, and he forced it.
A critical error there in a tight
He was determined to throw it because it had been open every time, but I doubled him, and he forced it.
Especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
I don't understand how they was still back there, but hey, it is what it is, man.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. This is Carr. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
We finally get him.
Shotgun now for Carr. This is Bell on the dump off.
Take what you can get, man.
On the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking,
take what you can get, man. Take what you can get. That's all I can say.
Be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Steps away. And he can't find
nothing I can do about it. He blitzed me.
Brandon,
he blitzed me.
Most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what
nothing I can do. He blitzed me.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a fourth quarter lead. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And here comes the Texans now.
Yeah, I really wasn't tripping.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
I just waited on it.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the
trying
play.
To go for the pick, sometimes you miss. And it's like if you miss, that's your ass, Mr. Postman, as they say.
Out of the gun, Watson. Going up top from
oh
Miller.
my.
He's got a man complete. And he takes
how do they keep getting open on that?
The 32. A huge play there for Houston.
Shit.
Even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Come back, come back. Down. Green the line. Green the line. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Watson on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Come back, come back.
Watson looks to throw again. Stepping up, he'll try and run.
Yeah, he ain't even trying to pass. He just trying to run.
He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain.
That's what he's trying to do. He ain't even trying to.
Third down.
He ain't even trying to pass. That was a designated run in his mind the whole time.
We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw, Watson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Of course he gonna run that play.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Coleman.
Wow.
Good little gain there.
They bailed his ass out.
But a nice carry.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Wow.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
On 3rd down. That's Coleman. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final
that spin
timeout.
bailed him out.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. It's Coleman here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back.
He didn't want to score. He wanted to try to milk it.
We're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Come back, come back. Hey, Blue 80. Blue 80.
Watson now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on a return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
He'll look to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd
Ball
down.
game.
And we see another pitch and catch there.
Good tackle, good spin. Good game.
They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end.
Come on, man. Let me send passes. I don't want to see all this.
Really a spectacular.